Hello, this is a video on the squares strategy. You may want to pause this video at times or rewind as needed. Use this strategy when you're multiplying a number times itself, which is squaring a number. The squares strategy is used for these numbers in the multiplication table. The tip I'm going to show you here is that if you know the first few squares, it helps you remember the rest. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 4 is 16. Now we're going to be using these ones digits here, 1, 4, 9, and 16. Well, kind of the middle square is 5 times 5, which is 25. The next 4 squares are going to end with these numbers in reverse order. That's going to end with a 6, then 9, then 4, then 1. 6 squared is 36. 7 squared is 49. 8 squared is 64. 9 squared is 81. And finally, 10 times 10 has 2 zeros, 100. This is one way you can remember the square facts. Now I'd like to explain an interesting thing about the squares and how it involves odd numbers. If you look at the multiplication table and the squares down this diagonal, you'll notice that to get from 1 to 4, you add 3. To get from 4 to 9, you add 5. To get from 9 to 16, you add 7. You keep adding an additional odd number, the next odd number. And I'd like to show why this is. Here we have 1 squared, which is 1 times 1. And if we want to go up to 2 by 2, which is 2 squared, I'm going to need to add 1, 1, and 1. In other words, I'm going to add 3, and that will give me 4. Let's look at the next example. Now I'd like to go to 3 squared, so I'm going to have to add on 2, 2, and 1, which is adding on 5. So 4 plus 5 is 9, which is 3 squared. Notice that each time I'm adding on this green L shape, which is 7 in this case, and that gives me 16. The next green L shape is going to be 9, and the reason this is an odd number is because it is a double plus 1. It's 4 times 2 plus 1, which is 9. And this is precisely what a odd number is, a double plus 1. In order to get this next square, I need to put a stick on here, which is 5, a stick over here, which is 5, and then a little square in the corner to complete the square. And this process continues. To get from 6 squared to 7 squared, I'm going to need to add on 6 and 6 and 1. 6 and 6 and 1 is 13, so 36 plus 13 is 49. This is a good way to help you remember the square facts. Finally, 81 plus 19 is 100. Our quick mental math tip for this video is reason number 2 why mental math is important and useful. It may be on the test. Some teachers and entire states are now giving tests that have a no calculator portion and a calculator portion. Have a great day.